morning, friends. At 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Rocket Lab will be launching its second StriX satellite. It's an exciting time for Rocket Lab, Synspective, and Japan. In this video, I'll be explaining who is Synspective, why is the company launching a constellation of 30 satellites in the future, and what will these satellites do, and why Rocket Lab? Rocket Lab is a private American aerospace company and launch service provider that was started by Peter Beck in June of 2006 in New Zealand. Rocket Lab operates the lightweight Electron orbital rocket, providing dedicated launches for small satellites from the size of a loaf of bread all the way to the size of a mini fridge. As long as it weighs approximately about less than 1,000 pounds. An Electron rocket launch costs roughly around $5 million per launch. That adds up to about $10,000 a pound of payload. And that's a deal you can't refuse.
But wait, there's more. We'll also include our very own recipe book, Heat Bread.
What the hell?
Featuring our fan favorite recipe, Burnt Toast.
Does it come with new teeth too?
Rocket Lab's mission is to remove the barriers to commercial space and low Earth orbit and increase diversity for the private sector. And these are the reasons why Synspective went with Rocket Lab. Synspective was found in February 2018 by Dr. Motoyoki Arai in Tokyo, Japan. They provide software for land displacement to monitor, observe, and study the risk of natural issues like landslides, floods, and land elevations. With the success of today's launch to a Sun-Synchronous Orbit, we will be able to improve our technology for operating multiple satellites and strengthen our data service to monitor our planet. They will accelerate the expansion of a 30 SAR satellite constellation and enhance our data technology for the learning world and a sustainable future. StriX is Synspective's first commercial satellite for its SAR, synthetic aperture radar. It will deliver imagery that can detect millimeter level changes to the Earth's surface from space without the interruption of weather conditions on the Earth at any time of day or night. The owl spreads its wings will be Rocket Lab's third mission for Synspective after a successful launch in December of 2020 and February of 2022. This will be Rocket Lab and Electron's 30th mission and the 7th of 2022. I'm pretty excited to see this launch. Down below, I'll put the link so you can check it out yourself. I'm a big Rocket Lab fanboy. I believe it's a company very well ran by Peter Beck. SpaceX has its own missions to specialize in, and so does Rocket Lab, launching smaller payloads for a cheaper price. But that's not all. Rocket Lab was also approached by the United States Space Force. They want to use Rocket Lab to transport supplies to our military. For example, launch from the US or from New Zealand, since they have proven that the Electron rocket can be caught with a helicopter. Supplies can be delivered up to 660 pounds, all the way from across the planet. Perhaps supplies needed for natural disasters or for troops in battle. As I made a reaction video, if you can remember, Rocket Lab caught the Electron rocket with a helicopter, but the pilot detached the tether when he felt a little uneasy of the action by the chopper. So the rocket was released and it splashed down into the ocean, but it was recovered by ships. And earlier on this week, after refurbishing the engine, they started the same engine and it did a static fire test. They fired the engine for the total launch duration burn, and it worked perfectly. Not sure if they would actually risk installing this engine on one of their rockets, but Rocket Lab has proven that they have reusable rockets and reliable. So this achievement by Rocket Lab is quite promising for the future. Next time though, they really want to catch this rocket, that way they can place it on land so they can refurbish it without water damage. That's their main goal. What do you think about Rocket Lab? Do you invest in Rocket Lab? Would you like to know more about Rocket Lab's shares and stocks? If you want to know about investing in Rocket Lab, I have the guy for you. His name is Dave and he has a YouTube channel called Dave G Investing. He specializes in private and commercial space stocks. His channel has grown rapidly, mainly because the value of his information is just so great and easy to understand. He's quite a smart guy and a nice dude too. I consider him a friend of Your Space TV. I just wish I knew a little bit more about stocks, but they change from day to day. Check out his channel, I'll put a link in the description below, and let him know that Gus from Your Space TV sent you. If you're into investing into Rocket Lab, you won't be disappointed. To be honest, in my opinion, I believe investing in small space companies is the start to a whole new market and a start to a whole new space race. Imagine if you could have invested into SpaceX as they were just starting. Man, that would have been nice. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I just have a few more hours to launch, not to be confused with lunch, which I'm actually getting pretty hungry, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care, guys. Spread your wings and fly. Take care, guys. See ya.
5, 4, 3, 2,